Hi, welcome to Peter Rabbit. We're standing in the primary suite and just wanted to talk a little bit today about how to keep a project moving forward. So a couple of examples here. You can see we're already into sheetrock and texture. We've got mud tape done. However, we're still missing our pocket door frame. We have about 5 or 6 of these that are missing throughout the house, as well as some other components. A big split slider door that goes in, as well as a 6-panel glass door that goes to the patio in the back. Those come later at a later date. And I didn't want to hold up the project waiting for those parts to come in. So we're also missing our steam shower equipment. And without the steam shower equipment, the nozzles, the valves, we can't cover these walls. We need to rough it in first. So again, we didn't want to hold up the project. We move forward. We're at this stage of finish where we're working on texture inside the house. Ideally, we would have had these items before we got to this point, but it didn't make sense to delay the project by several weeks or a couple months waiting for these parts to come in. So that's how I keep things moving. We're gonna have repairs in the house anyway for drywall. So my thinking is that I can have a few planned repairs as well as those accidental repairs all grouped together and get those things dialed in prior to paint on the walls. So it'll look good at the end. So this space right here, this is where the 6-panel sliding door will go. We're waiting for that to arrive, and you can see we've temporarily framed this in. The door, we actually had to fur this entire wall out to get the thickness of the jamb correct for the doors to slide into. And it's not going to have much drywall repair here, but we can put this in later and it's not going to affect the flow of the project. Fireplace, we have a few things we're working on here. And again, the finishing of this happens much later, so it's not delaying us. Not having this fireplace finished with having the backer board on, ready for slabs, that doesn't affect the flow of the job so much. And we can add those things in later. The overall flow that I wanted to maintain was getting the walls covered, the ceilings covered, get the bulk of it done so we can continue to make progress in other places of the house. So if you come back here in this powder bath, we're waiting for 2 wall mounts that were special ordered, one for a urinal and one for a wall mount toilet. So we could not finish this area, we're waiting for it. However, I went ahead and sheetrocked everything but where we're roughed in. I pre-placed where the water and the drains go so that we can just remove the insulation, attach the mounts, and then cover up and quickly repair the sheetrock to continue moving forward with progress. We can look at this space over here as well. This is the music room, and you can see that these columns are bare. They will get sheetrocked later. However, we have some steel frames that go in. There's going to be a side wing here, a side wing there, and a balance on the top that'll be filled with glass. Those need to mount directly to the wood, and we'll have the exact same reveal on both sides, so the steel will be the appropriate thickness to maintain the reveal all the way around once we finish this column. In the end, this column will be wrapped with wood. It'll look like a cabinet. So we're also doing the same treatment here. This area will have a steel bracket that goes in, a steel frame that goes all the way around floor to ceiling, and this will be a full wall of glass. So we leave drywall out in those areas. We continue to move past it until we get that bracket and the steel frame installed. As a contractor or a construction manager, it's our responsibility to keep the project moving and be aware of budget items and the homeowners, the clients, their time, their money, their resources, and we keep this project moving forward in a manner that is conducive to the overall budget. Thanks for walking through and getting another update at Peter Rabbit House.